This is Lose Weight with Me. We say whether you have knee pain, back pain, chronic pain, lipedema, whatever, all the stuff, obesity, overweight, we say lose weight with me. And if you don't have a weight problem, but you have something that's weighing on your shoulders, we want you to lose that too. I'm so excited because on Sunday we do success weight loss stories, but today we're doing success stories. We have Wheel Tip Joe Russell, and let me tell you all about him. Meet Wheel Tip Joe Russell, a paraplegic and wheelchair user for 48 plus years following a life changing car crash. A champion weightlifter and record holder, Joe has coached a paraplegic gold medalist and inspires others as a fitness coach, business consultant, and social media influencer on platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Through his videos and upcoming book, Lessons Learned 21 Days to a Fitness Lifestyle, Joe empowers people with disabilities to embrace fitness and wellness. Passionate about reducing soreness, discomfort, and managing diabetes, Joe lives by Maya Angelou's words: if you are always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be. Thank you so much, Joe, for being with us. Now take it away.
Thank you. Thank you
Welcome.
for that wonderful introduction. I first want to thank you for having me on your show because I look at your show and I really love your platform and what you are doing to help people to lose weight, to have a level of fitness and wellness, and to live a fitness lifestyle because that's what I do too. My purpose is to change the world for people with disabilities and how we manage wellness. I
Okay.
help people, I help us people with disabilities learn more about fitness and wellness through the videos that I make, as you mentioned on my YouTube channel. I want to tell you about my story and journey about my diabetes journey. Okay.
Okay.
It's interesting that the person that discovered that I even had diabetes was my eye doctor. I went for, yeah, in 2010, I went for an eye exam. And when my doctor was looking in my eyes, she said, do you have diabetes? I'm like, no, I've never been told that by my primary care physician. She said, do you have high cholesterol? I'm like, no, not to my knowledge. But it's interesting that eye, eye exams can really reveal what's going on inside of your body. So
Okay.
that's very important. And I went to my primary care physician, and he did an A1C test on me, blood hemoglobin A1C test, and it was considered high at the time. I think that it's considered high if it's over 6.5 or 7. So I was at an 8.5 at the time. So I was either diabetic or pre-diabetic. So he prescribed metformin to me for once a day and a cholesterol medication called simvastatin. Well, I do have some knowledge about diabetes in terms of one of my friends when I was growing up. He had to go to dialysis, and I took him to dialysis 3 times a week, right? And he sat there for 4 hours at a time, getting the treatment. As soon as we got back home, he would just throw up a half a gallon of vodka and drink it.
Oh my
So
goodness.
he was older than me, and I looked up to him, and it made me upset. But I really got sad when he passed, and and it hurt me for a long time. I was depressed because I didn't think that he had to die so soon, and I felt like it was premature. So I had made a vow to myself that if I ever get diabetes, that I was not going to drink alcohol. So what I did when I was on my diabetes journey and on my quest to get better, the first thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to lose weight, but I stopped drinking alcohol, and I had all kind of wine, all kind of white liquor, brown liquor in my cabinet, but I stopped drinking alcohol. I stopped eating bread. I stopped eating sweets and junk food. And I started uh, drinking lemon cinnamon tea in the morning. And I drank some of these home remedies. Drink when you know you're going to do something bad, like eat something sweet, you could just take about a tablespoon of vinegar and put it in about 8 or 12 ounces of water, and then you drink it. And so that kind of helps you out. So I understand that the journey with diabetes is not a marathon. I mean, it is a marathon, but it's not a sprint. So what I did was I started pushing my wheelchair because I am a wheelchair user. And I started pushing my wheelchair 20 minutes a day, and I built up to 40 minutes a day. And I went to 45 minutes a day. And I lost 30 pounds in 4 months. And my doctor,
Wonderful.
doctor took me off metformin for a minute. Now, you know how when you think you've had a level of success that you can go back to your old ways, eating junk food again and not exercising regularly. And that's what I did. And now I'm on a lifetime journey to defeat diabetes. Now, what's important, the message that I want you guys to know is diabetes to me is not so much as a silent killer. It lets itself known. The thing about it is it wants to take our lives. That's what it wants to do. But in the process, before it takes our lives, it wants to make us suffer.
Mm, mm.
A case in point now. Now we understand that some people who have diabetes, they go blind. Some people have to get amputation of the foot or the leg. And me, for example, I get shots in the eyeball because the complication of diabetes has created an eye disease called macular retinopathy. Now, you would think that since I got to go through the process of getting eye shots and that I feel like my eyesight is valuable to me because I don't want to go blind, that I will do everything correctly. But it's just not that simple and it's just not that easy. But I can put up a good fight. And that's what I do on a daily basis, put up a good fight.
That's awesome. Do you have the diabetes that can be reversed, or do you have diabetes that you can't be reversed?
I have type 2 diabetes.
Okay, type
I
2.
actually feel like, yes, type 2 diabetes, I feel like it can be reversed.
Mhm.
Sometimes I be, my A1C when I get an exam, it'd be 5.2. And
Okay.
when it's 5.2, I think I'm doing the do.
Okay.
But then it might shoot up to 7.8.
Okay.
And I think I ate too much cake. So I'm on this journey right now to
Mhm.
defeat diabetes, and that's why I'm getting back into what I call a 21 days to a fitness lifestyle.
Yes. Oh my goodness. That sounds good. And we have Demetra. She's saying, "Yes, Lord." So tell us about that 21 days to a fitness lifestyle.
21 days to a fitness lifestyle is me going on a fitness journey, being consistent every day, taking one day at a time for
Mhm.
21 straight days.
Mhm.
What that means for me, what my day looks like, when I wake up in the morning, I do range of motion exercises, stretching my legs in bed, and I do push ups. And
Okay.
then when I get up, I'll do what I call a 5 minute dumbbell workout routine.
Okay.
And then I'll eat a light breakfast, and I'll go push in my wheelchair for about 45 minutes. And currently I build up to an hour and 15 minutes pushing my chair. And the thing about my symptoms is that I have cravings late at night,
Mhm.
bad sugar cravings, and I have to really be disciplined to not eat sweets at night. A lot of times it wins, and I'm just being real with you.
Mhm.
But it doesn't mean that I'm going to give up the fight. It doesn't mean that I'm going to stop. At least I can do better the next day, and that's what I work on. Just working on myself and knowing that it does want to kill me, but I have my why. You know, I want to defeat diabetes because I love myself. First of all, I love living. I have a family to live for, and I have a future, and I want to be able to share my journey with the world.
Mhm. That's wonderful. Okay, have you ever heard that if you crave something, it might mean that there is a mineral deficiency that you're missing? Have you ever heard of that?
No, I actually haven't heard of that, but I think in this country, a lot of people are deficient in vitamin D,
Yes.
and
Yes.
so I do my best to get as much sun as I can,
Oh, yes.
and I need to be more consistent in taking my vitamin D.
Okay. Do you take a multivitamin also?
Every now and then, but I should be more disciplined to to take it more often.
Okay, wonderful. You mentioned that you coached someone who went to the Olympics. Can you tell us about that also?
Yes, ironically, the athlete that I coached that went to the Olympics, Pernell Cooper, he's passed on now, but he
Okay.
was he was diabetic,
Okay.
and and he used and we use weight training and physical fitness as a way to, number one, make him stronger, but also as a way to combat his diabetes. I think
Okay.
after his career was over and he wasn't as quite as active, then the diabetes got the best of him and he
Okay.
passed on. But yeah, it was a journey. We worked every single day, every other day in the gym, and on our off days, we did our cardio and road work and that type of thing
Mhm.
to do our best to help him with his weight, because he was a super weight in the super weight division, which is the
Okay.
super heavyweight division rather, and he weighed 314 pounds.
Okay.
But he bench pressed 525 pounds to tie the Paralympic record at the time in the 2000 Paralympic Games.
That's awesome. And we see you, Joy, Will Tip Joe. I've seen you at the beach. I've seen you out in the countryside. You move around. You do vacations. You keep yourself active. Tell us about that.
When you see me at the beach and when you see me boating, this is a form of therapeutic recreation.
Mm-hmm.
If
Okay.
you think about it, you got to move your body just to get in position to do that.
Yes, you
Just to
do.
even go to the beach and get in the water. What we have down here in Miami is Sabrina's Adaptive Beach Day. And this is a day that her foundation has volunteers to take people with disabilities into the water where we can get in the ocean and they make sure that we stay safe. And then we spend about 45 minutes in the water, and this is it's such a refreshing and beautiful thing for the simple reason that we don't have to be close enough to the water to touch it, but not close enough to the water to get in it. So when we have beach day, we actually get in the water, and we participate therapeutically in getting in the water, but we also work on our social wellness as well with our circle of
Yes.
support.
Oh,
So
that's
that's
wonderful.
that's very important too. And then we go boating at the Shaker Lake Foundation, right in Coconut Grove in Miami,
Oh,
and
wonderful.
we get on yachts, we get on pontoon boats, we circle Biscayne Bay, we go fishing. So
Oh, wow.
these activities do keep me not only busy but active because, as you said, it's very important to move your body.
Yes. I totally agree with that. You know what? I realize I'm facing obesity. Mobility is totally different from weight and weight loss. It's two different things because just like I'm sitting right now with my legs bent and earlier last year I couldn't do it for long because it hurt.
Hmm.
So the more I
Okay.
exercise, the more comfortable I'm able to do little simple things that you wouldn't think of. You wouldn't think about that. I love that. Joe and I, we're in the same wheelchair fellowship on Facebook, and I love that group so much. So many people are saying hello. So many people have conditions, and I just wanted to interview you because I really wanted people to see, because there are lots of people who are obese who use wheelchairs like me, and lots of people who want a wheelchair
Hmm.
because they have problems with their legs or they have pain. And I want you to be here to share with us the benefits of health and wellness. And I love what you say, facing your diabetes head on and keeping hope. And I love that you even talk about your diet because it is absolutely no sin that we struggle with what we're eating in light of the food industry marketing things to us, and
That's
we
right.
got a chokehold. It has a chokehold on us. So I appreciate you being honest because we want people to know that you can take your time. Don't beat yourself up. Give it one day at
Hmm.
a time, one meal at a time. Find something fun to do and connect with the wheelchair groups because I found a disability travel agency. Hi, Sin. Thank you for coming with us. Sin says, hi, guys. Okay. So, can you tell us, who has anyone else inspired you to focus on helping people with disabilities embrace a fitness lifestyle? What other inspirations can you share with us that really helped you know that you're doing the right thing?
Well, I don't have to go very far to get inspiration. I get inspiration from my sister. My
Oh,
sister
wonderful.
Robin was born with cerebral palsy,
Mm-hmm.
and she couldn't feed herself,
Uh-huh.
or she was totally dependent, and
Mm-hmm.
she couldn't do things for herself. But I did things for her.
All
I
right.
either did things for her or that she asked me to do, or things that my mother asked me to do. Whether
Oh.
it was feed her, give her some water she had to drink with a straw,
Mm-hmm.
put it in and out of the bathtub or the car, and things of that nature. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so, so my sister inspired me, and my family. I come from a family of givers. You know, we
That's
we
right.
we grew up with a very spiritual family,
That's right.
and we would never turn a person away that needed some help. And so I got it honest. I got it from my family.
Oh,
But
I
my
love
sister
that.
really motivated me and inspired me
Mm-hmm.
because even though she was totally dependent, don't you know that she had her own apartment?
All right now.
And she actually had a child,
Wonderful.
my nephew. You
That's
and
wonderful.
she always advocated for herself, and then
That's
she would
right.
call me in to help advocate for her because
That's
we
right.
have to speak up.
That's right.
We have to be assertive
That's
and be
right.
our own best advocate. And
That's right.
if we can't do it, then we should go and find someone who can help advocate for us, because we are not alone.
That's
Sometimes we
right.
might think we are, but we're not alone.
I love that. As far as obese and overweight community, we have 100 million people in the United States who are obese and overweight. And so that's one thing I'd like to say all the time. Don't give up, don't lose hope. Take this journey one step at a time and know that you can work on whatever condition you have. And the answer to it is moving. I like to say exercise, but I love the word moving even more than
Yeah,
exercise,
me
because
too.
the more you move, the better you're going to be able to sit, stand, reach, step, do basic things. Just the more you move, and the more you find something that excites you to move, dancing, skating, going. I go to line dance class. And I just practice standing up and sitting down in my wheelchair because I have legs and they do work. And sometimes
That's
you have
right.
to remember that what that which you have, let's move it a little bit. That is so wonderful. Um, Now, tell us what we know that you're all on social media. So give us your social media links. I'm going to write them down. I've actually been taking notes also so that we can follow you on social media. And Cynthia has given us a hand clap. So, do you know your Facebook or your YouTube channels names?
My Facebook channel, you can find me under Wheel Tips Joe. WHEELTIPS
Mm-hmm.
JOE.
Okay.
And one of my pages is Access View.
Okay.
And Access View is a channel where I post videos on therapeutic recreation activities and and mobility training,
Oh, that's
adaptive mobility
wonderful.
training, and weightlifting as well.
Oh, I love that.
And I
Oh,
want to add, you was talking about what motivates me. Um, I use like what I call the 4D words that motivate me, which is discipline, dedication, determination, but most of all, desire. But
okay.
now that I'm a little bit older, that I am transitioning to understand and to learn that obsession is greater than discipline. You don't force yourself to start, you force yourself to stop. The right workout program doesn't feel like working out at all. It lives in your mind as a separate entity,
Yes.
always on and always hungry,
I
never
love
letting you
that.
quit the game of life. This is an unrelentless, uncontrollable addiction to do the things that matter to you. This is not about showing up. This is not about consistency, but you have to be relentless. It's intensity meeting iteration. It's a spiritual devotion to what matters to you most and to detail. It's an art, it's a sport, it's a pursuit that feels too good to be true, but it is true.
I
Your
love it.
one job in life is to find what works for you
Oh, I love
that
that.
feel, and guess what? It'll feel like a miracle.
I'm going to steal that one. One thing in life is to find what works for
For you.
you. I love that.
Yes, because some people find it in early in the 21 days tour fitness lifestyle. Some
Okay.
people find it late. Some people never find it. But once you do see it daily, there it is right there before you. And after the moments pass by, you will see that it all makes sense. And you'll know that it's all worthwhile too. And then the mission becomes simple. When you
Yes.
do it, you're winning.
That's awesome.
You're winning.
I love that. I love
And
that.
that's what you want to do. You want to win in life because there's things out here that's trying to defeat us,
Yeah.
especially diabetes. That's why I flipped it. Oh yeah, and one of my Facebook pages is defeat diabetes, and I'm
Okay.
going to start posting more on that page. But yeah, we got things out here that's trying to put us in the grave,
That's
and
it.
we're not ready to go. But what we want to do is we want to have a level of a quality of life before we go. Just like Les Brown say, we can't get out of life alive. So guess what, Deborah? We might
Okay.
as well have a good time.
That's right. That's right. I love it. I love it, Will Tips Joe. I love that. And we love Les Brown too. We love
Okay,
his laugh. We love him. That's Mamie Brown's baby boy.
that's maybe Brown's baby
That's
boy.
right. That's right. Oh my goodness. Your smile is so beautiful. And I heard you mention your wife once before, and I saw her on your YouTube channel and your
Mhm.
Facebook channel. And I appreciate your family. I appreciate all that you stand for. That's why I wanted to invite you to our channel. I'm going to learn more about social media, and I'm going to learn how to invite like 6 guests at a time. We want to invite you to come back in 6 months with other
Okay,
YouTubers that I've interviewed. And we're going to
okay,
have a wing ding of a time talking about health, fitness, wellness, and weight loss.
let's do that.
Let's do it. Thank you. We have your Facebook and your social media channels. We'll put anytime you're doing something, shoot it over to me. I'll put it on my community page because we want to continue to support your journey and let our readers, they're going to want to connect with you. They're going to watch this interview after we post it. Well, it's posted now. And so they're going to want to follow your social media channels, connect with you to get your 21 days to fitness lifestyle book. And we want to make sure we support your endeavors. So email over your picture and your contact information, and I will post in our community page. And ladies
Okay,
and gentlemen, we want to thank Will Tips Joe for being with us today, giving us a positive affirmation for overcoming and dealing with diabetes, for having a fitness lifestyle while you're in a wheelchair or struggling with diabetes, or if you're a person who needs fitness, and we all do. And I love my quote. I'm gonna steal this quote. One thing in life is to find what works for you. That's what I'm talking about.
that's right.
Thank you,
And
Joe. Any parting words you want to give to us?
yeah, I want to kind of expound on the quote by Maya Angelou,
Okay.
which is the quote is, if you are always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing that you can be.
All right.
Now, that's profound. Now, this quote means that if you are constantly trying to conform to societal norms and expectations, you may never discover your full potential or your unique abilities. Striving to fit in can limit your opportunities for growth, your creativity, and your self expression. And we got to express ourselves.
That's right.
So, by
Cynthia
embracing
says,
your,
"Thank you, Joe."
you're welcome. Now, I just want to share with you that by embracing your individuality and
Yes.
stepping outside of what's considered normal, you
Mm-hmm.
can unlock amazing possibilities and achieve things you never imagined. Now, I want you to know that I don't have a normal bone in my body. Normal to me is being average.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing average about me was my GPA, a 2.6 GPA, when I graduated college.
I
But
understand that
even
one too.
that was amazing. My degree is right there behind me.
Okay.
It's amazing just to have that type of accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of my friends told me a long time ago that you are a star and you decide how brightly your star is going to shine.
I love it. I love
It
it.
has stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
So, so, There's not a normal bone in my body. I want more out of life. That's why I work so hard to stay on top of my health, because
Mhm.
my health is just not my wealth. My health is my only wealth.
Amen. That's right. Oh,
That's what I want to leave with you guys tonight.
oh,
Your
thank
health
you,
is
real
your only
sister.
wealth.
It's your
Because
only
with
way.
your health, you can do anything you want to. You can accomplish your goals, but you got to have your health to do it.
That's right. Well, thank you so much. Darlena Sanford says, "Good evening, everyone." So, as we say goodbye, thank you so much, everybody. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, super chat, send a gem, or cash out, whichever you want to do. And we appreciate you always. And we will talk to you again soon. Y'all know if I can, I'll be back later. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace and hair grease.
Thanks
Thanks,
for
real
your
sister Joe.
support.
We appreciate you. It was a great interview. You're
Blessings.
awesome.
Thanks for having me.